Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hello, welcome to Wednesday. It is the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we go, baby. So excited for the weekend. We got a couple days left.
3-day week. That's definitely happening, right, for us?
Yes.
3-day weekend, yeah.
3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Little bonus day at the end of the week, too, that you might not be aware of.
What do you mean?
Kevin's off on Friday.
When?
Not this Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
No shit.
So,
Yeah, so I do actually have a
Monday-
3-day week.
You have a 3-day week.
Next week, yeah.
Well, we'll still do a show if Kevin's not here, right?
Yeah, I don't want to take that day because there's other ones I want to save it for. But I've taken a lot of days, and I plan on getting pink eye again at least 3 times.
Okay.
Wow, a Friday show without Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And we can drink because we don't have any place we got to be that night.
Oh, double shit.
Was it a Friday show last time I was out?
No, it was
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
We made all that ruckus on a Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday and Friday, though, right?
You were out Friday, but then we burned all of our bits on Thursday, so we did a best of on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I really wanted to take Friday off. I just wanted to kind of relax. And, of course, I didn't fucking turn my paperwork in, so I had to come in on Friday anyway.
Yeah, I came in too. We shot our load on Thursday, let's be honest.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so another one's coming up then, right around the corner.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, y'all.
That'll definitely be a drunk podcast. I know a lot of people look forward to those. And so that Friday, September 7th, will definitely be beer party.
Got time to plan.
Yep, we got time.
Uber's all set.
Let's tell Doug from Due South right now, we need some peace train up in this bitch.
And let's tell Randy Pennington, my dad, I'm going to need a ride home that day.
And Dad, we're taking a quick detour to Tequesta.
Yes, you have to take my drunk friend Virginia home.
It's a fun ride.
She's real lippy.
Oh, he would be so annoyed if he had to do that.
She lives 30 minutes away.
Hey, Dad, can you take drunk Virginia to Tequesta? Jeepers, what the fuck?
Got this email here from Meg about Indian style.
Uh-oh.
Then he said that and quickly corrected himself earlier on the regular show. I meant crisscross emphasis. She said, it's a good thing that we Native American Indians have thick skin. We survived a lot worse throughout these centuries. Denny's, I'll give you a pass.
Damn
By the
it,
way,
Denny's.
are you high?
Yeah, Denny's did sound high during that segment.
We need every listener we can get. Stop driving off people.
You've got a lot of balls, lady.
Let's see here. We got this email says, Jaybird needs to stop getting high from Denny's secondhand smoke. He already has mental issues, and the weed high is not helping him.
Well,
Something tells me it's not secondhand.
and that's not why I have sleep issues. The weed's got nothing to do with it.
Didn't you have a psychiatrist tell you that weed was good for sleep?
Yeah, if it's done the right way, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Somebody actually had texted in earlier, and they had a pretty in-depth breakdown. They said, Denny's needs to give Jaybird different bud. He may be giving him too much of an upper sativa, and it's causing dreams when he nods off. Give him a solid indica and let him sleep the night away.
That's not what it is.
They have some strong bud that Denny's can definitely get.
I appreciate the comment, but that's not what's going on. I know it's got nothing to do with weed or falling asleep. It's the TV. I have gone through bouts where there's nothing in my system, literally, and I have just drank water.
That sounds terrible.
No TV.
No drugs, just water. Ugh.
I mean, I've done it. I've tried to do it the right way several times. It's got nothing to do with that. Again, it could be the breathing, like Virginia has suggested. It could have something to do with just my dreams. I got horrific night terrors. I always have had them since I was a kid. Whether I'm watching murder specials or not, I've always had ridiculous night terrors.
That's tough, man. Tough stuff. Got an email here from Jessica. You're buying G.I. Joes in your sleep. She said, hey, I thought Jason would appreciate this attached photo. My husband found all his G.I. Joe figures in his dad's attic. The most memorable was the tank he got for Christmas.
Oh, shit. I'm looking for that tank.
Wow. So he went and found all of his old toys. That's awesome because I know my parents threw away all my old toys.
I buried mine. I'm so that they would die in battle and then I'd bury them. I'm so pissed about that. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm kind of wonder if my parents still have mine because I used to have that awesome fort that they had. You remember that?
Yes. I mean, they had a lot of forts, but which one are you talking about?
It was the G.I. Joe Battle Fort. I was the only one I knew of. I didn't know they had any more.
Yeah, there's one on sale. It's $10,000. It's this huge. It's like the USS G.I. Joe ship where it comes with like planes and figures, and it's massive. And oh man, if I was rich, gosh, that would be my centerpiece.
Got Kentucky John sent this. He said, hey, did Virginia's foot bag work on Jaybird's crusty green feet? Never heard the results.
No, it didn't. Because here's the foot bag skinny. I did the foot bag too. And what the foot bag does is it takes off the first layer of skin. And Jaybird and even me, and I know a lot of girls that wear high heels, we need something a little more intense. So, yeah, the first layer of skin coming off is great. But if you have calluses like I have, like Jaybird has, you've got to actually have those scraped with some sort of razor or cheese grater or something like that that's more intense.
Yeah, the doctor told me it's from my mom. He even asked me, goes, does anybody in your family have? I go, oh yeah, mama. Mama had the weird feet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are things we can do with the cheese grater to get rid of your calluses, but they're going to come right back in a few weeks. So you have to keep doing it.
You have awful feet, night terrors. I sound like a real catch, don't I?
I can't imagine why it's not working out for you.
By the way, I'm purposely single. To the people sending me emails, Bird, it's okay. I don't want to date anybody willingly right now.
Whatever. A lot of lonely people are in denial.
And a lot of nosy people are assholes.
I think you're both right. Yeah.
I believe Aunt Ann. Hashtag I stand with Ann.
I am not lonely.
You are lonely eyes.
I am not lonely. Kevin, am I lonely? You know I'm not lonely.
You got Denny's. You got your dog. You got your dad.
Your lonely ass is lonely.
I don't want a relationship right now. I just don't.
Or ever.
If it was an awesome relationship, you absolutely would.
Have you ever just been at a point where, okay, you were trying to do a relationship and you're just kind of shell-shocked and tired from that?
Don't give up on love.
And you just want to kind of be on your own? That's kind of where I'm at. That's all it is.
Love comes in many forms, Virginia.
But if Miss Perfect...
that fucking unicorn.
If Miss Perfect walked herself in here today and presented the perfect scenario, the perfect girl, the perfect companion and support system, you mean to tell me you wouldn't want it? You lie. You lie like a rug on Kevin's head.
Yeah. There's a rug lying on my head.
There is. It's a beautiful rug.
Thank you.
It is. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's a very pretty rug, yeah.
And your girl, she too would be pretty.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm glad you're wearing that Beetlejuice dress again.
Side note, I once didn't crap for 6 weeks. It was awful. I went to the ER and they gave me something called a black molasses enema that they pushed past the blockage, then released.
6 weeks?
I sat for about 15 minutes and all hell broke loose. Only time I ever cried during a poop.
I mean, you must have lost 30 fucking 6 weeks?
That's amazing. I couldn't even imagine.
Maybe this person was like
Kentucky John.
not Kentucky John?
Yeah.
I like how you...
Maybe they weren't eating? I mean, how can you eat for 6 weeks and not poo-poo?
I believe Kentucky John, too. I told you about my buddy's one girlfriend. She only pooped 3 times a year. That's what she said, man.
Probably because she wasn't eating normal. And
3
she
times
was,
a year.
That's what
she was
said,
probably anorexic.
She was
imagine
not
that
at
up.
all anorexic, actually.
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't like, overly heavy. She had a very nice figure. I mean, definitely nice proportion. It looked like she was not anorexic by any means. And
Really?
She claimed to only poop 3 to 4 times a year.
I think she's full of shit, literally and figuratively. I don't believe her.
I think you say that joke every time I tell that story, and I think I laugh every time.
We're hacks of ourselves.
We are.
Patty sent in an email about that bad teacher. She said, in second grade, the nun would make us kneel on the floor, and if your skirt was more than 2 inches off the floor, you get whacked with a metal ruler on your butt.
Oh, my gosh.
I was a very tall girl. Thankfully, she was retired that year.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's what they do with nuns. They don't fire them. They just retire them.
I've heard back in the day nuns could be real mean.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you would not know that they
Imagine you're never allowed to get your hump on. You'd be mean, too.
Yeah.
I guess so.
They're married to God, and they can't, have fun.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you had experiences with nuns, too, that were mean?
Yeah, we still have my good buddy, Josh. He was Catholic, so we always were, kind of messing around. For whatever reason, we go to a CCD classes. I remember there on Wednesday night, and we just went, acted a fool, and
Not taking it seriously.
No, not at all. Just causing all kinds of problems.
Well, you're not supposed to laugh there, which makes everything that much funnier.
No, I remember like one time, it was just because this nun was just, she had a trigger, and boy, if you let it go, I remember just, she would lose her mind. And I remember one time I was there and she was showing one of those film projectors. A lot of people probably don't even know what they are now, but there was 2 reels and the film was going through, and it'd go through a projector and it'd go through the other end. But it had the end that the projector reel was on, and then it would go through, and it had the take-up reel.
Right.
Well, as it was coming through, I just wanted to see what happened, so I held it. And so all this tape, it's not going into the reel, it's accumulating on the floor. Ooh. And so after like a couple minutes go by, I just let it go, and like tape just goes shooting up into the air, and chaos happened, and she lost her shit. I mean, I don't remember her dropping a curse word, but if a nun was ever on the edge of dropping an F-bomb, it was right then and there. And so it was
Cheese and rice.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, nuns always have kind of like that, nun cursing. They would have their own like little side language on that.
Fudge sickles.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I remember that day. You know who was in there with us? Don Conley.
Really?
Whose ass
Yeah.
did he kick?
If anybody needs Jesus.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I remember he stabbed somebody in the leg with a pencil that day. I don't know
What?
why. Yeah, he was nuts. Yeah, I don't
He
know
stabbed somebody
I do
in the
remember
house
that.
of the Lord?
Yeah.
You act like you're shocked. I'm not.
I think he was just, messing. But that was Don Conley joking. You're like going, you just broke the lead off of my leg, asshole.
That's not good.
Yeah, that was Don Conley funny. That was his sense of humor. Yeah, forgot all about that. Memories, man. All it takes is a little nun comment. All comes back to me.
Yep. Isn't that weird how it does that?
Does. Yeah, all the day. Got this email about Jaybird Stalker. Somebody says that, Jaybird, you actually gave out your address to the stalker. So Jason gives the address of his place through several episodes at the end of August 2014, the beginning of September of 2014.
No. That's my old address.
Okay, he gives his neighborhood name in one episode, the city in another, finally his apartment number.
No, that's before I had any sense.
Yeah, he doesn't have an apartment no more, so that's an old address.
I put it in a song, too. That used to be my thing, and I realized, people will show up at your house.
Okay.
And they may sometimes want to hurt you.
He's moved like 10 times since then, like a man running from bill collectors.
Carlos got a comment about your online YouTube karate, Jaybird.
Yes, Sensei.
Jaybird, you need a real karate school to study at. If you're not being tested and earning the belts, then you're basically being handed participation trophies.
Oh,
that translates to you trying to defend yourself one day and being flattened because you don't actually know karate.
Dang.
If you actually want to be a martial artist, then do it right.
Damn. Told you.
Who put a fucking nickel in you? Man, someone really came to life.
I'm on like some kind of weird med, so it's a very antagonistic ride.
Goodness, you are just very extra.
Today might not be the day to fuck with me.
No kidding. Kev, Kim G in the chat room wants to know why you have to mansplain everything like the projection reel.
He's not mansplaining. He's youth-splaining.
That's exactly what that means. He's talking to a younger audience.
Young people don't know what that means. It's not gender.
And in DJ coaching, which I go through, they beat it through your head of keep in mind your entire audience. And if there's something that they wouldn't understand, if you tell a whole story about a reel-to-reel projector, then they're completely lost on it when they don't understand it. So, yeah, that's why I use-splain, mansplain, whatever splain.
Yeah, but the whole thing about mansplain, women splain too.
Absolutely.
They act like men are the only ones that try to break You're mansplaining things. Motherfucker, I've been woman-splained my entire life.
It's got such a negative connotation. I don't mind. Like, if somebody's like, I guess what it is he's explaining to somebody who should obviously know. But yeah, I think they're probably, if like I were telling that story to my kids, I think about, Colin and Caitlin who are 20, they'd have no idea what I was talking about.
But some people act like men in general, they try to tell everybody that this is what, fuck, man. People try to explain shit to me all the time, and it's guy and girl.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's always in the back of my mind, is because I'm always hearing DJ Coach going, now would that person of the audience understand what you're talking about there, Kevin? Make sure you stop down and take time to let them know. So I do over-explain things.
That was a fair explanation.
I
think
agree. I brought
to.
it up because I wanted to explain about the young, and you nailed it. It's the youth.
Trust us. We're all ready to jump on Kevin when he F's up. This ain't one of them.
We got your back, dog.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jay-Bird's got your front.
Deanna, about strippers, said, hey, I just wanted to write in regarding your conversation about after the show about strippers. My husband and I were pretty wild in the beginning of our relationship. We used to go to strip clubs often.
Hi.
Top of that, we had all kinds of toys and things to spice up our sex life, including a pair of remote control panties that had a bullet in it, just in the right place.
Look at that.
I would wear the panties, and my husband would carry the remote. It made for a very interesting time, if you know what I mean.
We do.
Oh, yeah, it's getting sexy here. Yeah, one night we went to a local strip club, and I was wearing the panties.
Okay.
I bought my husband a lap dance, and the stripper invited me back.
Go slower, Kevin. Go slower.
So I'm sitting there next to my husband while he gets a lap dance, and the stripper comes over and starts grinding on me.
Well.
My husband gets out the remote.
Okay.
He turns it on, and the stripper went nuts. She called over another stripper, and they were both grinding on me, kissing and touching each other. And I seriously thought they were going to have sex right there on my lap. It was so very clear that the two girls were turned on, and they weren't even trying to hide it.
Well.
Needless to say, I got more action than my husband did during that dance.
Something tells me he was a happy guy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Also, my brother used to date a stripper, and men would pay her $200 to go to breakfast with them in the morning. My brother would go and sit in another booth to keep an eye on them and make sure that the guy didn't do anything out of bounds. Apparently, there were a lot of boyfriends/husbands that played the bodyguard role while their women made money. It was fascinating.
Fascinating is right.
Anyway, love you guys, and Jaybird, go fuck yourself. Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That's the perfect music for sleazy situations, isn't it?
That works.
It's got that guitar riff, that sinful guitar.
Okay, Rachel said, hey, just to recap my periods of belly laughs the past week or so, is it weird that I'm now using huzzah when I finish everything now? Well, not everything, since I'm apparently on Team Kev, living the married but sexless life. Anyway, it doesn't seem to matter whether it's dinner, dishes, or laundry. I find myself saying huzzah when even finishing mundane tasks.
Yeah, people in the YouTube chat, they use it all the time.
Huzzah!
In fact,
Huzzah.
as you were reading that, someone had just put huzzah in the chat room before that email even started.
That's kind of weird.
That is. That's funny. Chat room going off.
I wish I had a better reason, but it makes me laugh every time. And I think, Denny's, for anybody who, because a lot of people come to the party late saying, what's huzzah mean? We have taken that part, I believe, at least it was instructed, and put it up on our SoundCloud so you can listen to it just by itself. So if you go to SoundCloud, go KVJ Show, and probably just huzzah.
Huzzah. What does huzzah?
Should come up, and you can hear the whole segment explaining how we got to that. So it's a lot better that way.
I did it to Panda, and he did not know what it meant. He hadn't heard the podcast.
And yeah, I've had a few people ask me, am I saying that when I masturbate? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that.
But if you could, that'd be kind of nice.
My dad, Bird, what are you doing in there?
Huzzah!
Did you just say huzzah?
Doing magic?
Hey, Bird. You all right? Let's see. He goes on to say, and now I'm trying to listen without falling on the floor laughing about Kevin lighting it up and Denny's throwing you under the fart bus. Cracking me up as always. Jaybird, go fuck yourself. All right. Been listening for a while. Thank you very much. And she said, Virginia's mispronunciations made me belly laugh. I've been saying chicken, cheering, burglar in my head for the last 2 days and belly laughing out of the blue for no apparent reason.
Aw, that makes me happy.
People like that segment.
Some people hate it. Some people like it. I just care about the people that like
Great
it.
motto for our show.
Some people hate it. Some people like
Some
it.
people hate listen to us. I've heard them talk about it before. They fucking hate that show. I got to listen to see how bad it is. So I don't give a shit. Hey, we'll take it.
A number's a number.
Number's a number.
John from North Palm said, I want to say Virginia living in the Tequesta Country Club is really starting to sound a lot like the Clampetts living in Beverly Hills.
I don't live in Tequesta Country Club, asshole.
I find it I think it's just a figure of speech. I find it very amusing that the Homeowners Association has given the KVJ show's very own high society gal so many violation letters. So far today, we heard about peeling paint on the driveway, the ugly roof, and now faded house paint.
It's being painted as we speak.
By the way, I love whoever wrote this email. It's great.
I'm sure they also rushed to modify the bylaws after she set up the bounce house in her front yard. And now she wants to get one of those fancy cement ponds put in probably to grow some crawfish.
Are you talking about a swimming pool?
Yeah.
We're having major swimming pool drama.
Are we getting a pool?
Look, we started commercials with the company, and then all of a sudden they pulled all the advertising. I don't know if we're getting the pool. I am major stressed.
We want a pool.
I got the loan for the pool already.
Well, you can take back a loan, right? And I'd be like, you just don't
I'm
take
still
it.
going to have to pay all the interest on it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
The only thing about loans I know is that I have them.
It's awful. It's very stressful.
Anyway, says Virginia has some nerve talking trash about the bird's life all the time.
But, hey, awesome email. Signed Jaybird. No, I swear I did not write that, but I love whoever did.
Rob said, hey, when you guys going to be at Due South and Boynton Beach again? Not sure. We don't have it set in stone yet. Still working out some of the deals on that. But, hopefully sometime soon.
Yes, and we definitely want to bring the concept of the Bigfoot bingo.
Kev, do you like that, or are you just kind of saying that on the air just to kind of make us not talk about it?
No, sounds like fun.
Okay, you would like that? I think that would be fun.
Give it a shot. Why not?
Raunchy, like kind of R-rated bingo is super fun.
Yeah.
Like, see.
Like the person calling the balls, like puts a little cursing into it,
And it's like, it spells
has some fun.
Like some rounds it spells out clit instead of, or it spells out lips. Or
it's numbers. Numbers don't spell.
Well, no, I'm saying you could do different cards, though. You could do Bigfoot one round. You could do the clit round. I mean,
Clit round.
if you wanted to do...
That's a little extreme.
Okay, again, medical term, so you can't really get mad at me for that.
All right, so we're going to have a clit card.
But that's too much.
That's a little
It's too much.
Just when you say it. I mean,
It is.
imagine you're in a meeting with the boss. Okay, justify clit card. Go.
I can't even justify the last 90 seconds of me speaking. I apologize.
Yeah, the only thing I don't know about, like, with Due South for them, because I do see, the craft beer world, a lot of it is, they'll have kids. And so a lot of them, they're friendly to bring your kids into. And that's why a lot of craft beer people like it is, I can bring my kids in. They got stuff going on. I've had Cannon in there. And,
Sure.
yeah, so that'd be the only thing might have to a little bit with the bingo watch.
We could do a nighttime party.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Hells yeah. That's
Yeah,
what-
I think
that's
after a certain time, they don't want kids
when-
in there.
If you want the bird to turn into the wolf,
Which
then
we do.
Let's make it an after thing, an after hours thing, after hours thing. Swear I'm not drinking.
Ashley has got a call out. This chick is amazing. Every year for her birthday, she does random acts of kindness for the number of years old she is. When most people do things or want things for themselves on their birthday, she spends it doing things for others. Here are just a few pics of the things that she's done this last year. She also asked for recommendations on GoFundMe pages and donated to pretty much all of them. She's also a loyal listener as well. She's such a great person. I'm lucky to know her. Love you guys. Yeah, the photos came out way too small for you to really see, and they're too small for me to read, even her name. I apologize. But whoever you are, congratulations and thank you. And we also do something KVJ Cares page.
Yes.
that is nice because everybody who sends us a GoFundMe page we put on there, like the amazing Terry, who's a member of KVJ Nation, getting his GoFundMe up there. He's had some medical expenses and could use some help, so it's a chance for everybody in the nation to kind of help each other out. You can go on there, and if you got, you know, get a little bonus, you got some money, maybe for Christmas, it'd be a good time. You just want to bless some other people.
Yeah.
Go bless them.
Just and even just a little bit counts. You know, if you only got $10, give $10.
Hey, that's a meal.
Yeah, and every little bit counts.
Yeah, so go and check that out. Jaybird said that there's something that's ruined Slurpees for him. He loves them, but he got a couple Slurpees and was trying them out.
They were like ices. They were like the kind you get where they're, you know, you pull
7-Eleven.
Yeah, but it wasn't. We won't say the name of the place I was at. It was a type of Slurpee-like place.
A knockoff Slurpee.
It's where you get your little Slurpees at, and there was several different flavors there.
Slush puppy.
Yeah, so I was trying the one flavor because it was a little different. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. I'm like, maybe I'll get that one. Then I tried another one, and after I was getting ready to try the third flavor, because I was going to buy a couple of them, I looked on the nozzle area of where it comes out of.
Yeah.
Somebody had taken their boogers and stuck them up there, and I know they were boogers because there were several of them up there, and there were little hairs coming out of them right by where the shit comes out of for the fountain, the Slurpee stuff or the icy stuff.
Someone put boogers on the nozzle?
Like right by the nozzle so you could see them if you really looked at that. It was the grossest thing ever, and it makes me not want to have like any of the...
Well, here's the problem. I mean, Slurpee is in the same family as Buffet. Anybody can come up to it and touch it, breathe on it. My extremely nasty children could touch it with their gross preschool
I don't do
hands.
any of that stuff anymore. I've completely cut all that stuff out of my life.
But that's the stuff, it's so sweet and delicious. I'm like, oh, nothing will gross me out. Nothing could possibly gross me out. And it did. It hit me yesterday. It was the hairs in the booger. Even if they were fake boogers or glue, the hair alone
That
by
is
the
next
nozzle.
level disgusting.
Somebody had done that on purpose. It looked like someone was just trying to want to see the world burn, which some people
And would
do.
you ever go back and get one of those again?
I don't think I would, man. I think it's ruined it for me.
Yeah.
And I love that stuff. I love Slurpees. I love ices.
There's too many animals in this world. You can't trust food out where other people can get access to it. Any kind of those kind of things. Yeah. If I get anything, it's got to be completely sealed.
We had some cookies the other day from this gas station up in like right after we did the Komen thing up in Jupiter. We went to this gas station. We got these cookies and we opened them up. I actually brought them here so you guys could smell.
Was it that fancy gas station right there by the cycle bar?
It was one of those fancy gas stations. They
There's
had
a super fancy one right there in that same complex.
It smelled like someone had leaked gasoline on these cookies. We took bites out of them, and it burned our mouth. It tasted like nail polish or gasoline. It was crazy, man. I brought them in if you guys want to try a bite.
No.
Just so you guys can understand the pain.
Doing good.
I'm good. I'll trust you.
I do it for you fuckers.
You would eat my gas cookie?
I would. If you said bird, it'd mean a lot to me. Kind of like solidarity.
Does this sound good to you, Fruit Loops donuts?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
We saw those at the Voodoo Donuts in Portland.
We had some.
They totally had
did
Fruit
they?
Loop donuts, and they
Smart,
were
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a Fruit Loop kick right now. They got a new cereal, Fruit Loops with marshmallows, and
Oh, really?
holy shit.
That's smart. Yeah, because the Fruit Loops alone are good. You know,
They
normally
are.
the marshmallow cereals, like your Lucky Charms, they got whatever that bullshit non-marshmallow stuff is you don't really want to eat.
It's like the wheat bread of cereal.
Yeah, right. But yeah, you throw something tasty like that in there, you can't lose.
It's real good.
Oh, man, if they did
Somebody-
it for Captain Crunch. Oh,
Yeah, with marshmallows.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
dang.
I think somebody makes a Fruit Loops beer.
They do.
They do. I've seen it.
Yeah, I do that kind of stuff. Yeah, Hardee's is apparently doing this thing. Fruit Loops, mini donut version of the cereal they're going to be doing out there. The donuts are available at all Hardee's locations. Come in 5 bright colors: yellow, purple, red, green, and blue.
Never been a Hardee's fan.
Hardee's is like kind of for me like lower budget.
It is. It definitely
Yeah.
is. Isn't Hardee's the same company with Carl's Jr. though?
Think so, yeah.
See, but Carl's
Carl's
Jr.
Jr., yeah, it's pretty
was
solid.
better.
I agree.
Yeah.
They claim it's the same.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, man. The Carl's Jr. just seems they are like messy, just awesome burgers and stuff,
Oh man, this is getting me hungry, horny. Oh, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like where you're just like, oh fuck, I'll eat it all. Just take me food. Yeah, I'm gonna get real nasty today.
Okay. No diet today. All right, Buzz Chicken and Seafood. Good if you're looking to get your mange.
Yes,
Oh.
talk about nasty.
I got real nasty.
Those corn fritters.
With
I
the
didn't know
bird
you
sauce.
could. Can you really buy them by the dozen?
You can't get. I get 2 dozen corn fritters every time I go there.
2 pieces of chicken and fries you can get for $3.49, and 3 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.99. Available for a limited time right now with Bud's.
Yummy.
Got all kinds of locations all over Palm Beach County. Go check them out today. Y'all have a great day. We will talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.